everyone, and welcome to Hanratty'S Huddle. I'm Rob Adams, and we welcome you to part 2 of our conversation with Terry Bradshaw, the 4-time Super Bowl champion with the Pittsburgh Steelers, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, and Terry Hanratty's teammate in the early 1970s. We pick up our conversation with Terry Bradshaw, Terry Hanratty, Dave Torromeo, and myself, although I tend to sit in the background and kind of laugh at it because it's just so much fun to listen to. But the guys pick up the conversation talking about underrated, Terry Bradshaw being underrated, and someone else who was underrated in the eyes of many Steelers and many fans.
Then the other great coach who never got his recognition was Chuck Noll.
I agree.
And when these two put it together, it was something to watch because Chuck knew they were back and forth. Believe me, it wasn't easy to getting to that point where they meshed. But once they got the mesh, it was a beautiful thing to see.
You know, I think I've always said I've always been behind maturity level. I've always been behind. Don't know why, but I've always understood that I'm a little behind in pretty much my whole life. But I do catch up. And then people move on up here, so I have to catch up some more. And I thought in Pittsburgh, I never been treated like that, never been talked to like that, wasn't used to that. The criticism and it was devastating, and it just destroyed me. And it took me a long time to finally, get to a point where enough is enough. And that's when I had it. That's when me and him. That's that one day on the sideline. I told him to go F himself.
Yeah.
They called a timeout, and I'm there running the team down the field, and they call a timeout. I didn't see the timeout. I'm in the huddle, and Webster calls timeout. And I'm, what the hell are you doing? I'm calling Chuck wants timeout, and I turn around and I look. Gotta be kidding! I jog over there. I told him, what the hell you want? He says, well, we got to play. He said, you got to play. I don't need a play. At 4 inches for a first down. I'll sneak it or give it to Frank. What are you talking about, a play? I said, this is crazy. And I turned around and I went back and I heard some language that said, you better come back. So I went back to him on the sideline. He grabbed me this time. When Chuck wanted to make a point, he would put his hands on you. He's a good man. His social skills weren't that good, but right. He was a good man. He was a good man and a hell of a coach. And he went back this time. I took his hands, threw them off, and said, get your effing hands off me. Turned around and went back in the huddle. I mean, I was so pissed I couldn't see straight. I got in the huddle, and Webster goes, what play did he call? I said, he didn't call a play. I didn't give him a chance. I told him, y'all had a play y'all wanted to run, and we'll just run what y'all got. We got no play. What are you talking about? I don't. Who's got to play? I said, well, don't you have a play? I ain't got shit. What are you talking? They don't call no play. Well, Franco, you there. Hey, man, I ain't got no man. I was having fun with him by then. I wasn't worried about 4 inches. First down with 4 inches? Are you kidding me? Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem at all. But, yeah, it took a while. I think once we got – and you were so good with him, Terry. We were in and out of the lineup, you and I. Jiminy Christmas. It was
that was really
ugly,
brutal for both of us.
Yeah,
because your ultimate is what you want is to have a veteran quarterback and a rookie coming in, no matter what the draft pick is and all that stuff. You want.
But you were just in your second year.
Yeah, my second year.
I didn't understand why they drafted me. It made no sense.
Oh, I thought for sure that, when you kept talking about you getting traded, I thought for sure that I was going to get traded. Yeah. Because that would have been the logical thing. You're the first pick in the draft.
Right.
So, but here we are. We're all happy, and that's all good.
We're all happy. We're both healthy. We both I went on and had a career in football and then into the television. You would Wall Street. I mean, you got your health back.
The only thing I wish is I would have come back and been your quarterback coach after I left Tampa. That would have been that way. You would have had 6 Super Bowls in a row. Because that's the thing. We never had a quarterback coach.
People don't understand it. We never had a quarterback coach. We never had an offensive coordinator.
No.
We had none of that. We never worked on ready for this 2-minute drill. Are you shitting me? 2-minute drill. 2 minutes? What does that mean? Does that mean when we have 2 minutes left?
Well, back in the day, when there was a minute and a half to go, you just, hi, Tammy. Is that Tammy back there?
My wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking her to see
Wicked.
Gladiator.
Oh, Gladiator.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Wicked. No, our granddaughter saw Wicked. What? She tried to get me to go to Wicked, but I'm not in a singing mood today. I'm in a killing mood today.
There you go.
Well, you got to see Gladiator then. But if you had a minute and a half to go in the game and you went in, you ran the clock out. Now these guys have 3 seconds on the clock with 1 timeout, and they're going in throwing the ball. I'm going, go to the locker room. What's going on here?
Terry, I will say this, and there is one egregious thing that's happened between the two of you and Terry Bradshaw, rightfully in both Hall of Fames, Pro Football Hall of Fame, College Football Hall of Fame. Terry Hanratty, and this is not the purpose of this podcast, but this is something I feel strongly about. I know Rob does as well. Is not in the College Football Hall of Fame. 2-time All-American.
Rad isn't? Terry, you're not the.
Didn't get there.
The problem is, I mean, it's Notre Dame, and they have so many players, and it's the quarterback. So Archie Manning, who we work with at the Football Foundation, he's the chairman, and we have to get to Archie and others and say it's just an injustice that this man.
I just thought that was a given. I never even. Yeah. And my Hall of Fame is. I thought mine was just small college Hall of Fame, not the big boy Hall of Fame. But Rat, I thought Rat was a given. Well, that is an injustice. Well,
and I've always,
you know what? It's kind of like Plunkett not being in the NFL Hall of Fame, and they're talking about putting Eli Manning in.
Well,
I don't have a problem with it, but really.
Yeah, and how in the world is LC not in the Hall of Fame?
I agree.
I don't know. Well, I'll tell you how. They put all these other people in, and then they go, Dallas complains, or so they say, well, you got too many Steelers in there. And then finally, Donnie Shell goes in, and they were, well, now we got, 13 off that team that are in the Hall of Fame? Is that something like that? Is that right?
And look at the offense. Was it 3?
Yeah.
No, 5. 5 with the
5.
Receivers.
John, me, Webby, Franco. That's 5. You're right.
Yeah,
5. And then on defense, oh man,
whole team. No, there's only only one defensive lineman, Joe.
Yeah. Joe.
Lamberton.
Ham.
Yep.
Donnie Shell.
Mel Blount. Webby.
Donnie Shell.
Donnie Shell. Yeah, and it's just.
It's a deserving number because those are great players. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, that 9 years there. Oh boy. Hey, that football team when we went down to Super Bowl 9 in New Orleans. I remember doing a deal with Fran Tarkenton, one of those press things, and man, he was, pretty much overconfident they were going to kick our ass.
Oh,
In this deal, and I'm not ready for this kind of PR. I'm gonna hand the ball off and get my ass out of the way. I don't want nothing to do with all this. That's them. But I got to see. Well, he's talking stuff. I'm like, man, has he not been looking at the film?
He didn't do. They did. I think 12 yards rushing.
Oh, it was ugly.
Yeah, it was. Really, it was still the record for halftime. It was we're ahead 2-0.
Yep.
Dwight was the leading scorer at halftime. he got targeted for the safety.
I didn't know all that. That's a lot of things I don't know, but I know one thing.
But those tickets were $25 a pop.
Hey, do you remember the guy dying going down to be introduced? Did you remember the guy from Minnesota with no shirt on going through the rope? And the guy fell in front of me, graveyard dead.
Oh, right.
I'm like,
that was an omen for Minnesota.
Man, that was frightening. I never seen anything like that. I've never been so frightened in my life. That guy just, boom, right in front of me. Big, fat guy. And he's just eyes laying like that. And I'm going out to play in the Super Bowl. I'm like, shit. Is he dead? And nobody knew if he was dead, but he sure looked dead.
Sure.
You know?
Fall that far, he better be dead.
Yeah. That's a lot of weight, man, falling down.
They were selling tickets outside that stadium for $5 a pop because it was that terrible weather.
Yeah.
It was rainy and cold. And
remember the day before it was 80 degrees.
Yes. It was then all
80
of a sudden,
degrees the day before.
and they shot everybody down. Everybody coming down there to vacation, and there was no one had a winter coat, and you need a winter coat. And
I remember
they had the I think it was Puma, who had, if you wear my shoe, you can either get a color TV. Imagine having to say a color TV back then. A color TV or a stereo.
You got to be careful when you say it.
Yeah. I said, give me some of those 13s. I'll take the stereo too. And I put those on and stood on the sideline. I said,
oh my God!
These shoes are
my
cozy.
wife makes fun of me. I call it Puma.
Yeah.
And she says this. What is it? Puma.
Puma.
Well, the following year we're in Miami playing the Cowboys.
Right.
And my family can't come. We don't have any money. And I made my second year of the NFL. This was my 5th year, so I was making $45,000.
Right.
Okay, no endorsements, $45,000. I had no money to fly my parents down. They had no money. They couldn't afford it. So Puma came to me and said, will you wear our shoes in the Super Bowl? I called myself not superstitious because I was Adidas. I wore Adidas.
Right.
Or Rydell's, the old Rydell's. And so I said, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to switch my shoes. She said, well, we'll give you $2,500. Are you shitting me?
Imagine
you're giving me $2,500.
$2,500.
I'm going. I can fly my mom and dad down here. I can get them, tickets we get free, and I can put them up in a hotel. And so I jumped all. Remember, that's the only time I ever wore Puma in a game, and in the Super Bowl. And I always tell everybody that when I sign an autograph, I see a picture of me against the Cowboys with those Puma shoes on. I said that's the only time I ever wore Pumas, right there. Or we wore those white uniforms one year. Remember the white pants?
Oh yeah.
That was the dumbest thing they ever came up with. Those things didn't fit good. They twisted. They went everywhere. I hated them. But anyway, the Puma got my mom and dad and everybody. I got them down to the Super Bowl, $2,500. Isn't that something? Isn't that crazy?
Imagine
is that not crazy?
Now you got a quarterback going to college for $14 million, and you got $2,500 from Puma.
Puma. Yeah, and get this. I still have those shoes. Still have them.
That's good.
I found them.
You could probably sell them you could put them on eBay, man. You get more than $2,500.
How much?
You could probably get $25,000, I bet.
You signed them?
Terry Bradshaw signed.
Oh, no question.
Super Bowl 10 shoes. You put them on. You probably get 100. You got to send me 50% though.
And the IRS.
There's that Wall Street coming out.
Oh yeah.
Let me look around. No. Let me look around the house a little bit. See what else I can find down there.
I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, I'm thinking more like 250,000. I'm not giving those shoes up for no 25.
Well, there you go. There you go. Put a number on.
Yeah. Didn't Brady made so much money? He owned 7% of the Raiders.
Oh,
7%.
That's
Howie. Rat.
How about him? How about him talking about how easy the game is today? He never got hit when he played 14, 20 years, whatever the hell he played.
Thank you.
Number 4. Hold it. On 2. I love it, man. Hey, we make fun of him because we can.
Imagine Turkey Jones ever got a hold of Brady.
Oh
man, it'd been all over. One time.
Ernie, what about if Ernie got his hands on him?
Oh, Ernie was scary. Ernie was one of the guys when he came in the locker room. You didn't know what was going on there. So he's the only guy. He's the only guy on the team I wouldn't screw around with a practical joke. Anybody else was fair game. But remember the time they put that red hot in Joe Gilly's pants? In that meeting. And all of a sudden, he's just squirming.
That's a funny.
He's just squirming. Then all of a sudden, he runs out of the. Chuck said, "Where in the hell's he going?" I said, "I don't know." And that was Blyer that did it.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. The only thing that because Joe Gilly was a scream, man. I loved him. He came in late one day for a meeting, and Chuck says, like an hour. Remember this, Rat?
Oh, yeah.
He's like an hour late.
Yeah.
So he comes into the meeting. Chuck's as cool as he can be. Says, "Where you been, son?" "I've been home cleaning up my Mercedes, Coach. Someone threw paint all over my Mercedes, so I've been cleaning it up." He said, turns everything off. He says, "Come on, let's go outside, see what kind of job you did."
He caught him right there.
He comes back in. He said, "Boy, you did a good job." Oh, Lord. Got to go in a book, Rat. We did a show with Terry's back to back. We got to write a book together.
Yeah, these guys don't realize
Terry's back.
One of the great national sports talk shows of all time. Terry's back to back.
Wow.
And I remember the guy. Yeah, yeah. All 12 people listened.
What did we get paid for that?
I think it was
$1,000?
I think it was like $1.50 a show or something like that, wasn't it? I don't know. Nothing. It was nothing.
1,500 or 150?
I'd say 150 a show. That's what I'm thinking.
Show.
Remember Bob Tattern?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bullet Bob? He was our.
Was he the host?
He was our Dave Torromeo.
Well, I couldn't say the last name of Dave, but yeah,
he put us together.
Torromeo. I do enough bad names on television. Man, when those Hawaiians make a good play, I am really screwed. Hawaiians. Not Hawaiian. Hawaiians. I'm sorry, I got a little Southern in me today. It's like I said, I say ambulance. But it's ambulance.
Yes,
ambulance.
Ambulance.
And what's the other word? Oh, Vienna. Well, Vienna. Sausage. You ever had a Vienna sausage? Yeah. No?
Oh, yeah. It comes from Vienna, Pennsylvania, right?
There you go.
Vienna, Pennsylvania. Yeah. And so she said, and so it's like we went to Italy, but when you say, well, I'm going to have some Italian bread.
Italian?
And she goes, "You're going to have some what?" I said, "I'm going to have some Italian bread." She said, "Italian bread?" I went, "Yeah, what's your problem?" Italy, Italian, right? It's Italian. With an E. I said, "It's with an I." And here we go. Yeah.
Remember, I remember the guy's name who owes us money.
Who?
His first name is Nelson. That's all I'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
Well, he's dead now. we're not going to collect that.
Well, we can go in. Doesn't he have a retirement fund or a death fund?
Collect that $1,100 each.
Remember Sam Nover?
Oh yeah.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of my favorites. Was he yours?
I don't think he was anybody's favorite.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't realize today before I go to the movies that this would be such a great therapy session for me.
Oh, this is what we got. You're right. We probably should write a book.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
I had a chance to write a book, but I turned it down because I didn't like the concept, so I turned it down. But I think we did. You know what, Rat? We need to, because we consider just tell these stories. God dang, they're funny.
Oh, and there's
funny stuff. And it's not to open up a can of worms or to talk bad about Chuck, because I got more good things to say about Chuck than I have with bad things. But all the players and the stories and the Pittsburgh. If we just sold this thing in Pittsburgh, this thing would sell 300,000-400,000 copies. I guarantee you.
Yeah,
and we'll call it Terry's Back to Back.
Yeah.
You wrote.
Get your agent ready. We'll do it.
Terry, you wrote.
I don't have an agent. Do you?
No, both of them are sitting here.
I kind of know what we could ask, though. I know that. Hey, I'm serious. I'm serious about this. We have a book. My wife said we have a book agent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Well, you
go.
wrote a
There,
book
I'm
20 years
gonna
ago.
call this guy. What's his name? No. The other guy. Yeah. I got a guy that can write this, and I got a guy that's a big time book agent. I mean, I'm gonna put this together for us.
Yeah.
Terry's back to back. I love
That'd be
that.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
And this is just sort of off the cuff for if you actually have time to think of stories, you come up with a million of them.
Before you pick your writer, I have a guy I'll talk to Terry about after, but he's a guy who's had AP NFL writer for many years and has written 85 books.
Yeah.
Wrote a book on Mike Westhoff, Barry Wilner. He's great.
And you know the thing, the thing that would be so good about it is Terry and I started out basically together.
Yeah.
And I've never been with a backup quarterback, and I hate using that term with Terry because he was such a good friend of mine and such a supporter because he knew how hard I was struggling, and he was such a great friend. But I do recall he lied to me badly, bad lie.
Oh,
And he said, you know where I'm going with this?
I know.
He goes, hey, his wife was pregnant. He goes, I didn't drink. All right. I did the Cardinal Puff thing and lost my car. I got so drunk as a rookie.
3 beers.
They took you to the woods and Cardinal Puff. And I just, after 2 beers, you just don't stop and I'm out. I lost my car. Oh, it was miserable. Then we had to run gassers the next day in that heat. Not a good thing. But Terry's wife's she's pregnant. Now, I don't know anything about women having babies. And so he says, you know what? What did you call me? Brad? You called me Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad. He says, Brad, hey, I know you don't drink, but, if you will make a bet. I said, what on? He says, if my wife has twins, you have to go out drinking with me. And I went, oh, yeah, I'll make that bet. Well, I'm, done. I mean, you don't think his wife knows her ass is having twins? But I didn't know that. How was I to know that? How'd anybody? Because they spit them out, and there they are. And that's how you know you got a baby boy, a baby girl. But 2 of them, I didn't know. So Rat comes in. Terry, you remember this?
I brought my cigar.
He wakes me up. We're in training camp, locked down. All right. What time do you wake me up? Midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was celebrating.
Yeah. He wakes me up. He said, we got twins. Let's go. I went, what? Yeah, got twins. Let's go. So the only time I ever skipped camp, ever, petrified. Chuck was across the hall. Yeah. Chuck was 12 feet away. So Terry and I, we sneak out of the dorm because he's got twins. I got to go drink it. He takes me to this bar. Oh, gin martinis.
Oh, boy.
I never got so drunk in my life. Oh, sitting up there. I don't remember. And he finally drags me out to his old raggedy ass car he had. I don't know what you were driving, but it was a piece of junk. Just something he just used to get to camp in. And I threw up. I threw up all in that car. You remember that, Rat?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I unloaded in that car. I don't know how I got to my room. But I got to my room. I went straight to the shower, turned it on, and sat down in the shower with the water pouring on my head the rest of the night, trying to wake up. I was so hammered the next day. Oh.
How about the next year when Joe Gilly went to that rookie beer drinking? And Brad just shoved beer down him, and he's right in his face laughing like hell. And Joe Gilly right over Terry. All over him. Oh, I'm watching. Oh, there's 2 rookies. Oh.
Oh, my God. That's some funny stuff, man. Funny to us. Maybe it's too inside for everybody, but I think it's good stuff.
It gotta be.
And we could go on and on and on. And
Well, that's great because this just became a 6-part series. So.
We may have to send him a check now, right?
No. I might send you a check. Yeah, but
you'll get a check right after I get one.
Yeah. So how long do you?
After we get one.
How often do y'all do this show?
Once a week. Once a week.
Once.
Yeah, and you're the second guest. Rocky was the first guest, and Rocky lasted 18 minutes.
Yeah,
I love Rocky dearly, but Rock's not funny. Rock's too serious. He's too serious, right? No. And I love him. He's got a great story. And he was done this.
The Rock. I mean,
Joe Gilly called him Boulder.
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 So what show is this for you? How many is this?
We've done a year, and we're sort of.
And I'm just now on?
No. It's always never
right?
been. We've never had guests. We just started the guests this year. Rocky was the first one last week, and you're this week. So
you want Howie? I can get you Howie. Who you want?
Oh, you want Howie? Okay, I'll give you a call on that.
Let me know who you want.
Yeah, get Howie. That'd be great to get Howie. And then he could know all your stories. We could write them down and add it to the book.
He could verify or say, "Oh no, that's not true. He didn't say that. He didn't say that."
He never called me Buckethead.
No.
Buckethead. No.
Well, yesterday on the show, he said something about soft. I forgot how that went. Terry soft, and I jumped. I said, "Wait a minute, you calling me soft?" And it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
We're best friends, and I'll kick your it's a skip. It's nothing. And then this morning, my phone, there it is, Bradshaw and Long at it. I'm like, what?
No.
What? Yeah. We're having problems. So idiots,
Medias.
Yeah, totally. So you do this you do the show once a week, Harry?
Once a week.
Damn. Wow. And then how long do y'all talk on the air?
We talk about 18 to 20 minutes. But so we've just done
That's
5.
all?
Yeah, we've just done 5 shows.
Yeah.
18 to 20. Well, hell, we've been on for an hour.
I know. No one else.
You're going to edit this? No, we're live, right? No, we're not live.
No, we're not live.
No, we're not live.
So you cut this up for 18 minutes? How are you going to do that?
No, we don't have a time. It's usually somehow they always comes out about 20 minutes. But this
Really?
obviously we've been on for an hour, so
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have next week off.
Yeah.
We'll take a break.
That's why I'm here, Jack. I'm going to help y'all move along here.
We'll save one here for Christmas.
Yeah. You know what? You got to come to Branson. You ever been to Branson? I got a show I do a show in Branson.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. We got like 20 shows next year or something like that. Then we travel around. I'll be up in Harry. Why I keep calling you Harry?
Close enough.
Terry. I'll be up in what's the name of the place? Connecticut. How far is that?
Where? That's where I live. That's where
we're
we
in
all
Connecticut.
live there.
Where? Seneca, New York, Connecticut. I'm at what's the name? Niagara Falls. What's the place in Connecticut? Some casino there.
Mohegan Sun?
Mohegan.
It's not that far.
Mohegan.
What's the name? Give me a
Mohegan Sun.
Foxwood.
Foxwood. Yes.
How far is that from you?
An hour ride max.
Yeah.
You got to come. I'll give you you got to come.
Yeah. Let me know when.
All of y'all come.
Yeah, we'll love it. We'll come up.
I'm in April. Yeah, come up.
Yeah.
You like good singing. You good storytelling.
Well, who are you going to bring with you?
No, you might want to stay home then.
That's what I said. You said you like good singing. Who are you going to bring?
No, I'd love for you to come up. I did a show in Pittsburgh, and all the guys came out. It's kind of intimidating when all your teammates come out to watch you get up there and make a fool of yourself. But it's kind of
it's
kind of fun.
It's not like that.
Having them there.
It's not like that Merv Griffin show you did years ago.
Hey, I knocked that out of the park. What are you talking about?
Forgot the words.
What word? Oh, to the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I do that all the time.
Remember that when you told me you did that Wide World of Sports with who was that?
Kurt Gowdy.
Kurt Gowdy. And you told me that you got to watch it. We're out fishing.
Yeah. Fishing.
So
That's right.
I turn it on, tape it. So I turn it
Yep.
on Saturday, and all of a sudden there's Terry out there fishing. And he gets a hit, and the fish takes his damn rod
Right out of my hand.
right out of your
Yeah.
hand, and he
Yeah, it's a
jumps
fly
in.
rod. It wasn't this. It was. It was a fly rod.
And he jumps right in after it, and the water's up to his waist. I'm going, well,
Yeah.
this is dangerous.
It happened so fast. It just jerked it right. I had been fishing for a week, hadn't caught anything. Finally got a fish. Oh, and I'm stripping, and Kurt's about drift line, get down low so you can see stripping. Oh, the other hand, stripping, and the tarpon's. Can I see the tarpon? I'm like, wow, this is great. And I got 50 yards of line buried right down below me from stripping. Finally, a tarpon hits it right at the boat. I pick him up right up, and I look down, and he's down there, and he's shaking his head. And then he said, and he took off, and all that line came up, got in my fingers, jerked the rod out of my hand. It just natural instinct was go in after it. Thank God it was shallow.
And swim after that tarpon.
Oh, yeah. That tarpon was gone. But I finally get up on the boat, Terry, and here comes a nurse shark weighing about 400 pounds coming by. And I'm petrified of sharks. Didn't even think about sharks. But, yeah, that was a good show.
Wow.
That was a really good show. They still show that show occasionally. That's how funny that thing was.
Oh, wow.
Kurt Gowdy's on the deck of the boat, boy. He is just losing it.
Oh, it had to be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was good. But back to the show. You'll like the show.
No.
It's fun.
Let me know when we'll all come
Can you
up.
sing? Can you sing at all?
No. When we sing happy
Well, I thought
birthday,
maybe-
when we sing happy birthday to somebody, they tell me to calm down. So,
Well,
no, I have
I can
no singing ability.
all right. Well, bring all the guys and come up. I can get you in for half price. I know Hey, baby, why are they laughing? Seriously. I'm going to save you $5. It's only $10 to get in, man. Come on.
See, what a deal. What a deal.
Love it.
What? Yeah, Tammy said we got to make a living. Can't always do television.
Sure.
You got to diversify.
That's it.
Understand?
There you go.
Diversification.
That's it. See, he got it down. He's got
smart.
it down.
Smart man.
Yeah. I do singing, television, horses. What else we do? All speeches.
Oh, you do Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Oh, yeah.
I saw that. That was hysterical. When you were introducing
my daughters. What was that? Celebrity Feud. Celebrity Feud.
Right,
oh.
right.
Yes. And when you had the son-in-law and the guy that's trying to be son-in-law.
Right.
Now, they ever get married?
No.
No?
No. You don't know the story behind that is I wasn't sure about this boy.
And you made him fly a coach.
Yeah. Oh, you did see this. Yeah. Everybody else I paid first class for, I made him. He went to go to the left, and they said, no, you got to go to the right. So we're doing this show. And Steve had asked me, I said, yeah, I got him here. My son-in-law's here. My wannabe son-in-law's here. He's not in the circle yet. Got his foot on it, but he ain't in the circle. I made him fly coach. Yes. Harvey's losing
Harvey
it.
went crazy, yes.
He did. 2 weeks later, she breaks up with him.
Oh, wow.
See, good move. Good move. You didn't buy the first class.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was running around on her with his ex-girlfriend who was pregnant.
Oh, that's a good reason to say goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
So, yeah, she didn't find out about this till afterwards, but that answered a lot of questions for us. I said, I wish I'd have known that. We'd have never brought that clown out to L.A. in the first place. But I did that show 2 years in a row, and we just embarrassed the family name so bad. They said, well, you come back, we'd like to have you again. I went, no. No.
No, Tammy said no.
Oh yeah, you're right, Rat. Tammy, that is not my wife's. My wife's not My wife is a radiologist. She's not a comedian. She's funny, but she's like your wife or anybody's wife or husband. That's real quiet. But when they get to know you, they're funny. So you can tell everybody, oh man, she is hysterical. They're like, really, But to me, she's hysterical.
Right.
But to you, she'll be quiet and reserved. But she's a great.
She went that way. Yeah. You're right.
You saw her?
I saw her go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's over in your right hand side somewhere.
Bedroom. Yeah. Well, boys.
Yeah, you got to go to the movie.
Yep.
And we got.
I
missed. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the movie.
Yeah, we got to get home. I put up my Christmas lights. I have 3,600 Christmas lights I put up.
Yourself?
I could. Yeah. Well, I got one guy, a young kid from the neighborhood that climbs the ladder. I don't do ladders anymore.
No, I don't either.
I got 15-foot trees. I don't. No, he goes up. And I cooked for 18 people yesterday, so I'm exhausted.
Turkey?
Yep.
Turkey?
Turkey. 2 turkeys, 40 pounds.
Show me your fingers, Terry.
2020.
Huh?
2020. Huh?
Your fingers.
Oh, injury reserve. I made it here today for this show. I have a new knife, electric knife. I was cutting a turkey. Got 2 fingers. So I bled over just a little bit of turkey. I told him it was the juice from the bird.
Hey, how long did you cook that bird?
6 hours. It was longer than I thought.
What? At 300 or 275 or
325. But I make all my own stuffing. I do everything. I'm a good cook.
Yeah. See,
I like to cook.
We haven't had Thanksgiving. God.
At 18, and they're all my wife's. She's one of 8 kids. So all her family.
Oh.
My kids are out in Denver, right? So it's all her family coming, and they start their fast November 1st. But they know they're coming for nothing. And you wouldn't. I had this 20-pound bird. I carved it up, right? Put it on the table with all the fixings, whether it's the baked macaroni and cheese and the stuffing and the potatoes and this, blah, 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 blah. I sit down, I put the food on my plate, take about 2 bites, and my wife said, we need more turkey. How? How can you eat 20 pounds of bird like that? So when I got back to my plate, it was cold. So I had a cold plate. But they got
You were cooking. You cooked 2 at the same time, though. But you just didn't cut one of them.
I have a big white oven, so I can fit 2 in there.
Yeah. Do you? I don't do turkey. I do ham.
Yeah.
I'll do Cornish hen or I'll do chicken, but turkey, I'm not. I don't dislike turkey because I had a piece of turkey yesterday, and I brought Tammy 2 little pieces of turkey. And
you got to pay more than $2 a pound.
Yeah.
You get a nice. My turkeys are $5 a pound. That's off the chart.
So I don't know. Is that good? Is that good?
Very expensive.
That's $100. It's $100 bird.
Yeah, and that's very expensive for turkey.
Yeah, but for 18 people, if you'd have taken those 18 people out for dinner, did y'all drink wine? You don't drink.
Oh, I don't drink, but they did. Yeah.
Okay. How many bottles?
Oh, come on. That's all you heard.
How many bottles?
That's all you heard was a glass breaking.
So, how many bottles do you reckon those people went through?
Oh, 10.
10 bottles of wine?
Oh yeah, come on.
That's a.
These people are good.
Are they gone?
Yeah. Last night about 9:00, the last one left, and I keep saying, "Why is he staying here? Why?"
Did you walk down? Did you walk down the stairs that morning naked?
Yeah. I didn't have any turkey left.
Do they know the story?
Naked bird. Oh no, they don't know.
No,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't. I forgot. I got 3 of those stories.
That'll be in the book.
there we go. I like that.
My man likes to walk a little bit, sleepwalk maybe.
Yeah, sometimes.
Don't do that anymore.
No, I don't. No, I don't drink anymore. The booze was always. I was always looking for women. So get up in the middle of the night. I was ready, man.
I thought my rookie year that I got to start drinking scotch because a bottle of scotch the night before a game is what you do.
That gets you good. That gets you good and loose.
Oh yeah.
You slept like
don't care.
Slept like a baby. Oh.
All right, I'm going to go.
All right,
Go to the
man.
movies.
Listen, Terry,
Thank you,
thanks a lot,
Hey.
man.
Hey, Rat, anytime, man. I'll do this show anytime with you. You know that. And we're going to follow up on this book thing. This is a great idea.
And if I need some guys, you can get them for me. You can get some people.
Actually, I'm home all week. Finally, I'll call. I'll call 2 guys I know, and I'll start the ball rolling. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good,
We'll
man.
do it.
All right, take care,
It'll be
Terry.
great.
Good to see you.
All right.
Thank
God
you,
bless
Terry.
you guys.
You
Love
too.
you.
Take care.
You're good.
All right.
You too.
Bye, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
And so there you have it. Part 2 of our interview with the great Terry Bradshaw, a guy who has been really a hero to me in so many ways for the way through the football and the posters that hung on my wall, the football cards that I collected, the stories, the videos, all that stuff, but also him becoming a broadcaster and kind of made me think about becoming a broadcaster in my teenage years. In any event, that'll do it for this edition of Hanratty'S Huddle, a special edition we figured we'd give you to finish out 2024. We look forward to you joining us in 2025, and please stay engaged with us. Let us know what you want to hear and what you want us to do moving in to the next year. For Terry Hanratty and Dave Torromeo, I'm Rob Adams. Thanks for listening to Hanratty'S Huddle.